one of you asked me a question this weekend, why I always have my mic coming up and over and down rather than underneath. And it's because normally I like this area free, this below area free, so that I can open packs. And it's not in the way because I am typically looking at, I have my OBS set up typically on this monitor, and I'm looking at the cards on my monitor, really, because when I look down. But I don't like to bump things, and I got, this microphone right here. So that's the big reason, but it's really has nothing to do with the Monday Marketing Minute that we're doing right now. Welcome to the channel, my pack cracking family. Clever Magic Trevor here on the Clever Magic Community YouTube channel, and thanks for popping in. We're doing the Monday Marketing Minute, and I want to take 1 second to thank everybody who showed up at the live stream on Friday for the 900. I'm putting together a video. I'm trying to figure out a few things for the $1,000 subscriber giveaway. It might be $1,000. It's not $1,000, but in the meantime. I just wanted to thank everybody. Let's get into the Monday Marketing Minute. At number 1, we got Drog Skull Reaver up 259%. 259%. Look, it's a Dark Ascension. I think that's what DKA means. The Spirit went up quite a bit last week, and it is all due to Commander. Yes, Commander, the #1 played format. For 7 mana, you get a 3/5 flying double strike life link, and whenever you gain life, you draw a card. Oh man, White's just going to have heyday with that. It's been around for a little bit. You wonder why it hasn't been played more. Well, I mean, ramping has something to do with it. Easy to kill, get off the board has something to do with it. But those are, it has quite the stats on the creature, especially since there are obviously more ways to gain life than just attack with the Reaver. But if you do attack with the Reaver, you get to draw 2 cards because, look, it has double strike. That is right, double strike. It is an upgrade to include in your Spirit Squadron Crimson Vow deck, or any Commander deck that revolves around Millicent. We all remember Millicent, right? However, as impressive as it is, how did it jump from roughly $5 to 15 or 18? Actually, 18, over 15 bucks. Well, it's suffering from the game night effect. It was featured in the game nights, which I seem to be talking about quite frequently on these MTG Stocks Monday Marketing Minutes. It was on the Millicent deck, and it spiked demand. It spiked demand. People buy game nights as a big deal. It really is. Number 2, Pact of the Serpent. Yes, it went up 103%, up from a couple bucks to roughly about 5 or so. This card was printed in the Elven Empire Commander deck for Kaldheim. But for 3 mana, it can let you target, choose a creature type, target a player, and that player draws X cards and loses X life, where X is the number of creatures they control of the chosen type. Why this isn't worth more, I have no idea. I don't know if you guys remember Peer into the Abyss from a few sets ago. I'm drawing a blank on what set it was. But it was a 7 mana, and you get to draw basically half your deck, or have the other player draw half their deck. This one, I've actually had this played on me. Last time I played Commander, actually. And I got to be the chosen player, because what they did was, I was down to 6 life anyways. They made me lose 6 life. I lost. Yes. But since it works well in any tribal deck, as it plays black, it could be easily slotted into quite a few Commander decks. This card can be used as an upgrade. Undead Unleashed or Vampiric Bloodline. But the big thing, I mean, it's gotten a lot of attention from the Innistrad sets because of the tribal sets, the vampire zombies and whatnot. But the big thing is, it was featured in game nights. Darn you, game nights. But also, thank you so much for your attention to detail with cards. It was in the Edgar Charmed Groom deck, Crimson Vow, and it was actually, I mean, this card is spiked deservedly so. I don't foresee this one coming down quite frequently. it's not gonna come down. I don't see it, quite frankly, is what I meant, not frequently. Number 3, Seeds of Innocence, up 40%, up to $11, somewhere around there. And this is another one that I've talked about in the last few weeks. It's reserve list. It's reserve list. You can see it's Mirage. It's a 3-drop, 2 greens, and a colorless. Bury all artifacts. Each artifact's controller gain an amount of life equal to the artifact's casting cost. I think it's spiked because, for one, it's reserve list. For 2, it's been sideboarded quite a bit in a few legacy lists. The main target for sideboarding is the 8 cast deck. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. You get 8 cast deck that runs a lot of very cheap artifacts because, well, if you want to be able to cast something high in mana, you're going to have to get a lot of those cheap artifacts that give you mana. Typically, I mean, that's the best way to do it. And Seeds of Innocence just really kind of it allows you to keep going and gain some life. So that is the Monday Marketing Minute. And yes, we included a reserve list one more time. Honestly, I'm surprised we're doing that many reserve lists. It's not typically, MTG Stocks doesn't like to do reserve lists as far as the marketing moves, because they're so volatile, they go up and down. But that's when things are being used for the actual reserve list rather than something that's actually deck related. So I appreciate everybody. We'll catch you on the next video.